He's able. The book of Luke chapter 1, 37 says, for there's nothing that God cannot do. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that God cannot do. Our God is able to do what no man can do. God is able to change your situation around. God is able to restore peace in your home. God is able to heal that disease. God is able to give you a second chance. He's able. God is able to give you that job that you have been wishing to get. He's able. Our Lord is able to provide that scholarship for you. He's able. God is able to put food on your table. He's able. God is able to give you that child that you have long been wishing for. He's able. God is able to give you a new day. He's able. God is able to restore your relationship. He's able. The Bible says there's nothing that God cannot do. When he did it for Job yesterday, he can do it for you today. If God did it for Hannah yesterday, he can do it for you today. If God did it for blind Bartimaeus yesterday, he can do it for you. When God did it for Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego yesterday, he can do it for you. He's able. God has not changed. The Bible says God is the same God yesterday, today, and forever. Our Lord is able. Our Lord is able to change your situation around. He's able. God is able. My fellow brothers and sisters, I've come this morning to encourage you. I've come this morning to let you know that our God is able. Our God is able to do what no man can do. When you are faced with a situation, when you go to the hospital and the doctor gives up, where the doctor power stops, there where God's own begins. Our Lord is able. Our Lord is able to do great things in your life this morning. I don't know what you are going through this morning. Be it sickness, trials, and temptation. I have come this morning to let you know that our God is able. I don't know your situation this morning. I do not know what you are going through this morning. But what I do know is God is able to solve every problem. He's able. There is nothing, absolutely nothing impossible with our God. God is able. There are few things that I want you to do when you are faced with a serious situation. The first thing I want you to do is to consult God. Consult God. Put God first in everything you do. Do not hide anything from God. Consult him. And he's going to change that situation around. Maybe you have prayed, you have cried, you have fasted for so long. I've come this morning to let you know that God is able. Don't give up. God is able. God is able. Our Lord is able. God did it for someone yesterday. He can do it for you today. Look, my brothers and sisters, if you want to know that God is able, just take a time and reflect on the goodness of God. Think about what the Lord has done for you. Think about the little that He did for you yesterday. Maybe you had a pain that could not go away. And the Lord came and that pain went away. Maybe you were faced with a situation of a stomach pain. It was difficult for you yesterday and the Lord did it for you. Maybe yesterday you needed a job. The Lord immediately provided that job. Today that job is no more. I've come this morning to let you know that our God is able. He who provided it yesterday, provided that job for you yesterday, is able to provide another one and a bigger one for you today. He's able. When you graduate from university and there's no way to further your education, I've come this morning to encourage you that God is able. That same God who made you to go through the rings and fire of that university and you graduated with a flying colors, He's able to provide a scholarship for you. He's able. When there was no food in the house, that God who provided food for your family yesterday, He's able to provide food for you today. That God has not changed. I'm talking about that God who gave Abraham his child at the age of 90 years plus. That God is able. I'm talking about that God who, when Hannah could not give birth to children, when Hannah could not conceive, that God who gave Hannah children, that God is able to change your situation around. I'm talking about that God who raised Lazarus to life. That's the God I'm talking about. I'm talking about that God who, when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were placed in the burning furnace, that God who was there for them and they did not get burned. That's the God I'm talking about. And I'm telling you that God is able to change your situation around. I'm talking about that God who, when Job lost everything he had, that God who was there for Job, and Job regained everything that he lost. That's the God I'm talking about. And I'm telling you this morning that He's able. I'm talking about that God who healed blind Bartimaeus. I'm talking about that God who healed the woman with the issue of blood. That's the God I'm talking about. And I'm telling you that God is able to change your situation around. Stop worrying this morning. Worry does not solve any problem. I want you to consult God and live it with Him. He's able. He's able. Trust God this morning, and He will do great things in your life. I do not know what the situations may be, but what I do know is God is able. I do not know how long you have gone through that situation, but what I do know is God is able to take you out of that situation. I don't know how long you have been to that door, but I've come this morning to let you know that God is at that door. He's waiting to open the door so you can enter. That's why I know this morning, I know that God is able. God is able. Let's just trust in Him. Let's bring ourselves very close to Him, and He will prove Himself to us. The Bible says, draw near to me and I will draw near to you. God is able. As we start the week today, I want you to tell yourself that God is able. God is able to change my situation around in this week. God is able to give me a new day in this week. God is able to give me that job that I've been wishing for so long. He's able. God is able to change the situation around. God is able.